Hi Victoria.
Hello, Chris.
So we've got this retreat coming up and
Yeah.
the end of the month, which is I'm really looking forward to. So what's going on with you in this retreat? How come you're there?
How come I'm there? How did I get involved? Well, I will be coming along as a facilitator and supporting you and the other practitioner, Victoria, another Victoria. And over the 4 days, I'll be leading 2 of the workshops. And a lot of it is stemmed from my own personal development and growth over the past 10 years or more. One of them is about looking at human needs. So what are our human needs? Obviously our basic needs are food, water, shelter, safety, warmth. But then once you've got that, there's a whole other things that actually make us live to our full potential.
Right.
And that involves relationships with other people, friendships, feeling a sense of belonging, building intimate relationships, looking at our own self-worth. So how do we gain self-worth through what we're achieving in life? But then ultimately it's looking at what is our true meaning and purpose in life, and how can we live our full potential.
No, that's awesome. Yeah. So that's one of the workshops, is it? And then what's the other one?
So the other one's going a bit deeper into our emotional and psychological stories, I guess. What I've learned is, obviously it's part of being human that we have struggles throughout life, and it's how we react and respond to those. Traditional methods are always looking at the mind, positive thinking, change your thoughts, change your life, which absolutely have a place.
20th century personal development mantra.
Yes,
is that? Yeah.
I think so. But I feel, and this is from my own experience, that whilst you can do that for a little while, or you start to get out of your emotional pain for a short time, you can't trick your mind for that long. And unless you actually deal with the emotional trauma that you're carrying or that you've suppressed or blocked, then those painful stories will just keep coming back. So I'll be guiding people through looking at their emotions, how they've labelled their emotions as good or bad, which therefore keep triggering perhaps negative thinking. So we'll be looking at that and how to actually work through those emotions to actually get through it, and resolve those painful stories.
So will people actually get to resolve things there, or really is it a way of reflecting on things that have triggered them, so they can take those ideas away and continue to sort of develop themselves?
I wouldn't expect them to resolve it on that during those 4 days, because I feel that a lot of our deep emotional pain is as I said, very deep. So it's starting to uncover how our behaviours are played out as a result of stuff that we've kept locked away or suppressed. And so we can start looking at those, and then I can give them tools and techniques to start working through those, and that they can perhaps continue in their own time or with the support of a practitioner.
Sounds fascinating, because emotions really have just started to become, it's almost like the next big thing, isn't it? You had like, what was it, meditation and mindfulness, and now people talk about emotional intelligence, emotional acceptance. And I think it's certainly with men and the suicide rates, there's some real issues out there. And with all this change going on, it's not making it easier.
No, and I think, as we know, society has taught men in particular to be strong. Boys don't cry, you mustn't show your emotions. And yes, that causes a lot of pain in men, as you've said, and they don't feel able to express their emotions because it's seen as a weakness. But actually being able to communicate their thoughts and feelings is a real strength. Being vulnerable is a real strength. And I think if you're forging, I suppose I'm looking at this from a heterosexual point of view, but if you're looking to forge relationships with women actually need the emotional support of men. That helps to secure the bond between people. And in terms of business, you know, when we're making decisions in business, if we're just driven by our brain and our logical thinking, then we might make decisions that aren't necessarily beneficial to everyone. It's just for instant perhaps gratification or company profit. So it's about or ego, absolutely, or ego. So it's about looking at the whole picture. Oh,
nearly got to the end. Should have sorted that. So it's. I mean, I'm really looking forward to these sections because it's a whole area I'm really interested in as well. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it as well.
So thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.